Hey guys, it's been a little while since we talked last. I should have 2 genres from you now. If I don't, try to give me a call at some point. I keep asking for these calls, but it is an online class, so by nature it's going to be really hard for you to get in touch with me. So that is understandable, but I really would like to go ahead and start talking to you guys. We're at midterm now, and what I would really like to start doing is shifting the gears away from the individual genres and actually just start working more on the portfolio itself. Let me just run this down for you again. We're going to have 4 genres. A 2-page, a 4-page, and a 6-page. And then 2-page revision narrative. So you need to work on one more genre. Don't go into the revision narrative yet. That comes a little bit more at the end. You'll have a research paper for another 6 pages. The research element we'll get into a little bit later this week. Right now I want to work on the workshops with you, introduce another writing workshop. Trying to think, I think that's it. Once you get the research paper, the workshops together, you should have, you should actually start being able to put together your grade for the entire course. So at this point, you can start submitting anything whenever you want to. I'm going to open up a final genre Dropbox, and what I want you to do there is to start submitting everything for your portfolio. That includes revisions. If you fixed a paper and you've added to it, go ahead and put it in this new Dropbox, because this is how I'm going to help you build your portfolio. The portfolio in the online class is going to be a little bit more... it's not going to be as together as it is in the face-to-face classes. You're going to submit it in separate Dropboxes. There'll be a final genre Dropbox. There will be a research paper Dropbox, and then the workshop forum. So those are the places you're primarily going to be working, and I will be checking them periodically, putting up more videos, giving you more advice on how to revise and what to revise. For today, I want to try to keep this video short. I'm making these videos really long, and it's very difficult for me to keep it under my bandwidth limit on YouTube. So what I want to do, well, actually, you know, YouTube doesn't really give me a bandwidth limit. It's Vimeo that keeps giving me a bandwidth limit. I just can't upload long videos on the YouTube, which is really weird, because I used to be able to throw up 30-minute videos of me barking at the camera like an idiot, and I wish I could still do that. I have a few more suggestions for you for the workshops, and like I said, you can continue to work through these in the exact same forum. I'm expecting at least 4 submissions from you to that forum, and that means you're going to have to post 4 different drafts, and you're going to have to reply to 4 different drafts. I would like for you to try to get at least 3 partners to respond to this, because I don't want you guys to all work, together and there be people left out. I want people to actually get substantive feedback on this. So try not to focus on one person and just work together the whole time. I want you to look around. But like I said, the whole thing can pretty much just work out on the forum. That's what it's there for. And if you would like to write more workshops, if you find them helpful, that's fine too. You can go into this forum and really just use it as a place to take notes and get things done. Not take notes, to discuss things, ask your peers questions. Yeah, I mean, it's your space. General forum is the same way. You guys can even use that as a chat if you want. I'm not going in there and going crazy over the use of it. It's a resource for you. So here's some more workshop ideas, and as I come up with these, I'll share them with you. You only have to do 4 total. You could go back to the old workshop post and use a few of those there, but I'm just going to use this video to explain a few more options. What you could do is you could look at somebody's work and write a new paragraph that would go directly into their paper. This is a weird one, but it's actually kind of nifty. It lets you practice taking on the voice and the opinions of somebody else. That can make for some pretty interesting writing. And what I generally do is, if you want to use somebody's suggested paragraph, I'm not going to give you too much heat for that. I'm going to let that stand. I only want you to use it in your formal submissions once, but it is kind of cool because you get a neutral space where I'm not going to come in and grade stuff. But for the next paragraph, one of the things you really want to do is find a resource that's discussing your partner's material, because you're not going to have much of a connection to it. So this has an added benefit that you write a paragraph, you get to use that paragraph, but you're also going to find another source so that you can actually speak about the topic. So that's a really fun workshop to try out. Students usually grumble and complain, but they actually end up kind of liking that one because it's really useful. So you can actually just go ahead and write a new paragraph for your partner. Research suggestions. This kind of plays off of the last one. Coffee. After my kids were born, coffee was not a beverage anymore. Coffee was a religion. It's so good. Anyway, research suggestion is really, it's all it is. Go and find another source for your partner. Suggest to them what's useful about it. Tell them where it came from. What could they say with it? Write a full paragraph that way, and that's a workshop. By the way, now that I'm thinking about it, these workshops simply need to be about a paragraph long. They don't have to go on and on. Single paragraph, 10 sentences. So any of these prompts you decide to respond to, you're looking at about 10-sentence interaction. So, and you don't have to really work together like synchronous way, in any synchronous way. You can just post your stuff up into the forum, go in and respond to somebody who has not been responded to yet. Don't do responses for posts that have already been responded to, okay? So, yeah, this should be pretty easy, and the workshops are going to give you a pretty good boost to your grade once you get them done. A debate. If you would like to do a workshop that's actually more along the lines of doing like a chat log with someone, introducing counterpoints to their arguments, or actually picking a topic and having a debate with someone, that's acceptable too. I've had students do debates in the past over issues like gun control, abortion, other political ideas, and they get a lot of ideas from that, and it usually leaves us feeling very connected. So, as you're doing these writing workshops, and if you get tired of working with the writing and thinking about the writing, it's okay to step back from that for a little bit and actually just debate a topic you would like to write about. That's perfectly fine, and that can be very fun. So even just like going into the workshop forum and writing full paragraphs to rebut each other and respond to each other, that could easily count as a writing workshop. Last one, we're going to start doing some more of the grammar stuff. I've given you a few of those already. But if you want to go to my other website, the davidbradleybailey.wordpress.com, yeah, original, I know. You want to pick out a potential grammar issue and provide documentation and show what it is that you think is going wrong. As long as you can do that and like find a way to flesh out 10 sentences, that's a workshop too. So for this week, what I want you to do is I want you to try to complete another one of these workshops. You can go back to the original workshop format. I'll link it below here. Or you can try one of these new ones. Have some fun with it. Relax a little bit, because the next weeks we're going to be really cranking these genres out. I kind of like to try to start finishing up these online classes a little bit early. I might be able to get in a little bit of trouble for that. But if you can go ahead and fulfill the requirements for the course, get it done, and get like a grade that you're satisfied with, that lets me focus more on people who need more help, especially the ones who have been trying desperately to get a phone appointment with me for the past 3 weeks, and it's not their fault because stuff keeps happening, like my wife gets the flu, and I just want to help you. You know who you are. You're awesome. You are trying so hard. Anyway, keep working. Call me. Some of the last few drafts I've seen have been really, really good. So, courage. Courage.